play no claw, no paddles as a controller player, I have the new best controller settings for you. And if you keep watching the video, I even have the new best binds for you. Let's jump right to the settings, which is actually 2 sets of depending on if you like linear or exponential mode. The first settings are the linear ones, and they're right here coming from Chaos Gaming, who is easily the fastest editor and builder I've ever seen that doesn't use claw or paddles. Edit hold time isn't going to matter because he has a dedicated edit bind, as everyone should. Slide hold time he has at 0.15. Reset camera access, he actually has it on both, which I've never seen, but I heard someone say that it's easier to hit flick shots on both, so it'll be interesting to see how this works out. Reset camera time on 0.1 seconds and vibrations are off. Both the build and edit multipliers are 2.0, and on horizontal and vertical look speed, they're both on 42% with 0 boost all the way down the look sense. And by the way, at this point, if you're planning on using these settings or this video helps you at all, I'd really appreciate if you click that subscribe button. You could help me get to 100k, that'd be awesome. Now on ADS, for both horizontal and vertical ADS speed, he has 9%, and again, there's 0% boost all the way down the ADS sense. No look damping time either, that's 0 seconds. These are the linear settings like I mentioned. And then he's gonna be playing on a standard PS4 controller, and he has 10% dead zones on both left and right stick, which 10% work perfect for me on this controller too. But these are just the linear settings. There's a lot of players out there that really like exponential, so these settings once again are for no claw, no paddles controller players, but they're exponential and they come from Wavy Jacob, who is one of the all-time best controller players that doesn't use claw or paddles. He's literally won over $100,000 on Fortnite, which is insane in itself, but to do it on controller with no claw, no paddles is absolutely absurd. So his most recent controller settings, I found him on a 0.1 slide hold time. His 2 camera settings were pitch and 0.1, and vibrations are of course off to help with the aim. Then for Wavy Jacob's exponential settings, both the build and edit multipliers are both 1.6. Of course, we're using the advanced option, so for the look sense, it's going to be 43% on both horizontal and vertical look speed. And then for the boost on the look sense, there's a 3% turning horizontal boost, but that's only for horizontal. On both vertical and ramp time, it's zeros, instant boost with buildings off. Then for ADS on the exponential setting, it's 10% for both horizontal and vertical, and again, 0 boost. Even look damping time is at 0. These are exponential. And then honestly, I didn't even check what his dead zones were. You have to use whatever dead zones work well for your controller. You can't really copy those. But now we can check out the binds that these no claw, no paddles players are using, because I think that's even more important than the settings. The binds no claw, no paddles players have to use are very specific if they want to be completely optimized. The binds that I'm going to recommend for you guys to use come from Chaos Gaming, who once again has some of the craziest builds and edits I've seen, but he also has great aim, movement, and everything else. His mechanics are just insane. So starting on the first page for the binds, the D-pads are pretty normal, except for right D-pad is sprint. L3 is going to be edit, so you can easily edit without ever taking your thumbs off the stick. Touchpad is still map, R3 is crouch slide repair. And then over on your 4 main buttons, X is going to be jump, circle is going to be switch mode, square reload interact, and triangle is pick hack. Now for the build controls, the only thing that's going to change over here is change materials and traps is on touchpad, and then the trap, picker, place, and interact is over on square. Then for the edit controls, we're going to be using R3 to reset and R1 to confirm. However, if we're specifically talking about Chaos Gaming, he actually does use confirm edit on release. Something that's kind of interesting is that every single really good controller player that I know that doesn't use claw or paddles plays on a standard PS4 controller. I don't know if that's for a specific reason or if that's just kind of how it works out, but that could be a good sign for those of you that don't play claw or paddles and just use a standard PS4 controller. I have a feeling that's a lot of players. Haha, let's go. Aim sense is pretty nice. This AR usually isn't good for long range. Speaking purely statistically, it is better to use claw or paddle. I made a list that has basically all the relevant pro controller players on it, and of the 25 players, only 2 of them don't use claw or paddle. The other 23 players use either claw or paddle. Obviously, you can get really good without paddles or claw, but I mean, just by looking at the numbers, I feel like, holy crap, dude. That guy absolutely fried me. I can't believe I got out of that. Whoa. Let's go. Almost out of mats. Win that with the clutch aim. I was saying though, obviously you can get really good without claw paddles, but just by looking at the numbers, it seems way easier to get good by using claw paddles. Personally, I use 4 paddles on all my controllers. With these, I can jump, I can edit when I'm not playing no builds, I can sprint, I can confirm my reset, and I can switch to my pickaxe, all without ever moving my thumbs off my stick. And that has in turn made my aim way better. It's made my edits way faster and better. And overall, it just helps me out a ton. Playing with a ranger is actually so risky, but at the same time, it's very rewarding because it just hits for so much. God dang it, dude. No builds is actually so hard. Like, where do I go? If you are interested in paddles, this Cinch Gaming PS4 controller is the main controller that I use. And I actually have a discount for 5% off if you use code Carter2K at checkout. The link to the controller is down in the description if you're interested at all. No. No. Either way, my aim on Chaos Gaming settings has been insane. And for you no claw, no paddles players, I'm sure it'll be just the same. If I helped you at all, please consider subscribing and using code Carter2K in the Fortnite item shop. It helps me out a ton. And I hope to catch you in another video. Thanks for watching.